#1 local news. This is Action News at 11.
The attorney for the medical marijuana dispensary in Morro Bay speaks out today about a raid by armed federal agents. Good evening. I'm Wendy Teese.
Hello, I'm Tony Capola. The only medical marijuana dispensary between Buellton and Oakland sits empty tonight after the U.S. Drug Enforcement Agency serves a search warrant. Action News has the exclusive video. It happened around 11 o'clock this morning in the 700 block of Monterey Avenue in Morro Bay. Action News reporter Amy Andrews has the latest on the investigation.
In a surprise raid, San Luis Obispo County Sheriff's detectives and federal agents served several search warrants in connection with an investigation of the Compassionate Caregivers medical marijuana dispensary.
People all over dying.
Yeah, well, you sold a half a pound through undercover.
Local medical marijuana users will have to go elsewhere for the time being after federal agents and sheriff's deputies shut off their supply.
We've investigated violations of both federal and state law involving this business, but the warrant today was based on violation of federal law and signed by a federal magistrate.
According to Compassionate Caregiver attorney Louis Corey, the dispensary's security guard Abe Baxter was arrested under the suspicion of sales of marijuana to folks without a doctor's recommendation. Baxter was released from jail just a few hours after being taken into custody. Corey maintains the facility is legitimate.
And there's been no suggestion at any time that anything has happened out there other than in line with our state law. Not one police call, not one sheriff's call, no problems whatsoever.
The Arroyo Grande home of dispensary operator Charles Lynch was also raided Thursday morning. Lynch has not been arrested, but charges may be forthcoming. DEA agents will process the boxes and boxes of items removed from the business, then proceed at the federal level.
They will maintain the evidence, the information will be provided to the U.S. Attorney's Office, and they will make a determination as to where the case will go from there.
A confidential source told Action News the DEA is also investigating a doctor in West Covina for writing bogus prescriptions for the dispensary's clients. In San Luis Obispo, Amy Andrews, now back to you.
Medical marijuana users who have used the Morro Bay dispensary were shocked and disappointed upon hearing the news. Tony Paradise's son, Matthew, uses medical marijuana 3 times a day. A near-drowning victim, the 26-year-old, is a quadriplegic. Paradise says she and other clients must now drive at least 100 miles away to legally obtain the pot.
I think it's a shame because there's a lot of people in this county that have more of a quality of life because of their needs for the medical marijuana. I know my son does.
Brenda Cowan, another Morro Bay client, says it's heartbreaking to know the actions of a few people will end up affecting scores of others like herself.
People we spoke with on the streets of Morro Bay generally supported medicinal marijuana, but some expressed reservations.
I mean, it's conflicting laws, but like I just said, there's legal alcohol out there, and that does a lot more harm than legal marijuana.
I'm really kind of upset about the feds coming in and busting something that California said could be done. For the patients out there in town that have a need for the medical marijuana, I feel a little bad for them.
My concern is that it's not regulated properly, and I would like to see a pharmacist in charge of that, because pharmacists have rules and regulations and they know the laws and they could monitor the amounts.
The closest marijuana dispensary for patients in San Luis Obispo is now in Buellton. There are also multiple dispensaries open in Santa Barbara. These dispensaries follow a strict set of guidelines to stay within the law and under the radar, including getting proper licensing from the state of California, verifying prescriptions with doctors, and refraining from any advertising.